The night before the world tour was supposed to begin, Hauser stood alone on the stage of an empty concert hall. The lights were dim, the air heavy with silence, and his cello rested inside its black velvet case near the front row. This cello was not just an instrument. It was his voice, his history and his soul carved into wood. He played one last note, letting it echo through the hall like a quiet prayer. The next morning, everything changed. Hauser arrived early for rehearsal, coffee still warm in his hand, mind already filled with melodies. But when he opened the rehearsal room door, his heart dropped. The velvet case was gone. The stand was empty. For a moment, he thought his eyes were betraying him. He searched every corner, every shadow, every storage room. Nothing. The cello had vanished. Panic spread through the team. Security was called, cameras checked, doors locked. The footage showed nothing but one strange detail. At exactly 3:17 a.m., the lights flickered, and the camera froze for 7 seconds. When the image returned, the case was gone, as if the cello had dissolved into the dark. Rumors began to spread. Some said it was a jealous rival musician. Others blamed an obsessed fan who believed the cello belonged to the world. Hauser said nothing. He sat in silence, staring at his hands, feeling as if a part of him had been stolen. Hours later, a small envelope appeared on his dressing table. No name, no return address. Inside was a single cello string and a handwritten note. "If you want your voice back, remember who you were before fame." Hauser's breath trembled. He knew exactly what it meant. Years ago, before sold-out halls and flashing cameras, Hauser had played on the streets of a small European town. There had been an old musician who listened every evening, offering quiet advice and harsh truth. One night after Hauser left for fame, the old man disappeared. Hauser never went back. Canceling rehearsals, Hauser followed his memory instead of the tour schedule. He traveled alone, without security, without announcements. When he reached the old town, he found the abandoned theater where he had once practiced. Inside, on the dusty stage, lay the velvet case, and beside it sat the old musician. "I didn't steal your cello," the man said softly. "I saved it." He explained that the cello was losing its soul, drowned by noise, pressure, and expectations. The theft was a lesson, not a crime. Hauser opened the case. His cello was untouched, glowing warmly under the broken lights. Hauser played a single note. It sounded deeper, truer than ever before. The tour continued, but something had changed. From that night on, every performance carried a quiet reminder. Music is not owned by fame, it belongs to truth.